Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. Got a video today from Alexander Grace. Telling my fiance I don't want to work anymore, and this is what he said.
What?
I'm mad.
What?
I don't want to go to work. I don't want to work at all tomorrow.
Okay.
I hate Mondays.
Then quit.
What?
Quit. If you're not happy, quit.
What do you mean quit?
We don't necessarily need the other income. I've got us, right? So if you're unhappy, just quit. There's no need for you to be unhappy. So just quit.
I know you're trying to be a good man, brother, but you're setting yourself up for a world of hurt.
But then what?
I got us. We're fine.
But then what do I do?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, we do.
See, this is the problem. It's not whatever you want. No, you take care of the house. You do things. You do the chores. You help my life, make my life easier.
I have a crazy guy to take care of.
Yeah, Chunky. If you just want to...
Stay-at-home dog mom?
You want to stay-at-home dog mom?
Stay-at-home dog mom. Trash.
Card's already on your... You already got my card. So...
Yeah.
Did you hear that giggle that comes after he says, "You already have my credit card"? I just want to play that bit again.
Card's already on your... You already got my card. So...
She's so happy, but that is not an expression of affection, but ownership, like his money is her love language. And she's not laughing from surprise, but from satisfaction. It's chilling. She is...
That sounded like a... Laughing at you, brother.
thrilled. He works and she stays home. He finances the dream and she gets to live it. Hardly an equal arrangement, is it? And feminism is meant to be about equality. I wonder if the women of the internet will notice how unequal this new arrangement is going to be. I wonder if they're going to object. Stay-at-home dog mum, my dream, LOL. The way I would quit the next morning. May this love kidnap me. Over 400,000 upvotes on that last comment. Doesn't seem like the inequality of this arrangement is bothering any of these feminist women. Him leaving the house every day to go to work to earn the money so that she can stay home and spend it? To women, that is not controversial. That is aspirational. This is what modern women are taught to want. A man who gives everything but expects nothing. And they call that love. But that is not love. That is not romance. That is not partnership. It is exploitation. It is not equality. It is economic servitude. And yet to modern women, it's not abuse. It's the dream. And here's what is so fascinating is that they don't even know that this is exploitative because
They really don't.
the culture has told them that it's normal. 500,000 upvotes. They can't all be abusive. And the woman from the opening video, she doesn't seem like a psychopath. She seems like a normal girl. Yeah, but that's actually the problem. See this chart? There are two different types of women who are going to ruin your life. What's dangerous is that only one of them actually looks like a villain. Start with the monster. She is the obvious threat. The one with the toxic personality. She's narcissistic, she's a sociopath, she's got borderline. She lies, she manipulates, she tears you down. Many older guys who watch my channel, they know this woman. They married her, they divorced her, they're still healing from her. And she sucks. No one likes this type of woman. But the one upside is that she's often so unhinged that she can't hide it for long. Even though she put on an act to sucker you into a relationship, at some point she explodes. She shows her true colors, and at that point it's clear what you're dealing with. And in many ways that actually makes her less dangerous because she's easier to spot.
Feminists believe that men and women are equal. They want equality, right? That is not what I want. I think women are better than men, and I'm not asking for equality. I'm honestly hoping for revenge.
Monster women are often...
I mean, we covered that other video with Alex talking about how women really want revenge. This lady just literally admitted it.
Loud, obnoxious, openly hateful. It's awful, but it does give you fair warning. But I would say you need to be more vigilant about spotting the second threat, the normal woman with toxic beliefs, the parasite. She has no trauma, no diagnosis, but in many ways, this woman is actually the more dangerous one. Understand, she does not have to hate you in order to exploit you. She just has to believe what the culture has told her. Men exist to serve women. Masculinity is a problem. Male suffering does not matter. This creates a bizarre situation like we saw in the comments to the opening video. Women fantasizing about a love where a man does everything, sacrifices everything and gets nothing in return. She dreams of a future of you working, you paying, you serving, while she just lounges in love. And do you see why this is so dangerous? Because to her, it's not abuse, it's romance. I mean, she's wrong. One person earns and the other person spends. That is financial exploitation, black and white. But these women, they don't see it like that because the culture has told them that this is what's normal, that this is what they should expect. I'm entitled to stay at home and be a dog mum. And I'm legitimately angry that no man has come along and done this for me yet. I'm the victim because I don't have that. But don't you see, that's what makes her dangerous. Because she's not trying to hurt you. She just thinks that she's entitled to everything. She doesn't think of herself as a bad person. She just never stopped to think about what this arrangement would be like for you. And what
Again, this is why you have conversations with women, right? And you vet them, because a lot of women are just like this. They again, he's right. They don't hate men. They just think that women can do no wrong. That's the other side of that.
Why would she? No one has ever asked her to. Empathy for men is not something that we expect from women. And it's not something she's going to voluntarily sign up to. Why would she? This system works for her. She has no incentive to change.
The next time that you're on a date with a man, I want you to ask him, what are his love languages? Not in terms of receiving love, but in terms of giving love. Because if acts of service is not his main way of showing love, there is...
Because every time we use love languages, it's how I receive love languages. But when we talk about men, it's how do you give your love?
No way that he is in his masculine energy. You need a man who's going to take care of you and is going to be of service to you.
This attitude is not quirky. It's not cute. Let us call this what it truly is: culturally sanctioned abuse. Look at the chart. Yes, some women are toxic monsters, narcissists, sociopaths, the obvious threats. But what can be more dangerous than the woman who screams in your face is the woman who smiles. She's toxic in a way that's hard to spot. Those women don't need personality disorders. They've got the culture on their side. These are the parasites, and their weapon is social acceptability. It is messed up. Morality is not a democracy. I don't care how many women think that this is love. Doesn't matter. If she gives nothing and respects everything, that is not relationship. It is servitude.
Reason number 86 why I love men. When you're shopping online and they ask you, oh, what are you looking for? What are you trying to buy? You must be new here. What am I trying to buy? Everything. I'm trying to buy everything. Don't ask me that question. I'm just browsing. I don't have a goal. It's just the feeling of filling up my cart even if I purchase it or not. I probably will purchase it though. Slide me that card. Where's your wallet? Leave me alone.
Society calls it cute. I call it financial abuse. And the fact...
I just call it sad. You're a broke, dusty, musty, crusty that just expects men to just slide you their cards.
that women cheer her on and think that it's normal, to me, that's just culture-wide gaslighting. The problem is that our culture has normalized sexism against men to such a degree that we often don't even notice it. Men are seen as violent and disposable, women as sacred and deserving. Of course only men are sent to die in wars. And of course women should get custody of children. Yes, women can perpetually criticize and shame men and masculinity. And of course men should be silent and have no opinions about femininity or how women should behave. You have an opinion about your partner's sexual past? How she dresses? Whether she should get an abortion? Too bad. You're a man. Shut up. Keep paying the bills. And what's dangerous is that these beliefs are everywhere, held by regular...
I mean, a lot of us men believe that too. It's called simps, right? We were raised this way too.
Everyday women. They don't know how sexist they are because these beliefs are so common that they are rarely questioned. Many women are parasites and they don't even know it. Let's split women into 3 categories. The rarest women are the high quality ones, the ones who are sweet, kind, and feminine. They love and respect men and they reject feminism with its hateful anti-male ideology. They believe in real equality, not sameness, but complementary strengths and shared responsibility. If you meet one of these women, lock her down. They are very rare, and many guys have resorted to moving overseas to try and find women from different cultures, and it's difficult to blame them. Now, on the other extreme, you have toxic women, like genuinely hateful individuals, and they use feminism as a convenient ideology to justify their hatred of men. It's a kind of smokescreen and, for many, a self-deception, so they don't have to confront how sexist they actually are. My advice for these women is do not date them, do not argue with them, do not try and fix them. Avoid them completely. These women are not your problem. Leave that to the professional therapists.
You are lucky to be in my presence.
These women are probably beyond saving. We just need to minimize the damage that they can do.
This makes sense, right? I usually talk to a little bit of the toxic women, but mostly the typical woman, like somewhat uneducated. I'm just trying to teach them men aren't bad people.
Which brings us to the largest section. This is where most women fall. They're not monsters. They feel things. They care, at least a little bit. But they've been poisoned by the culture. Now, it's your choice. You don't have to engage with this type of woman.
I do. Like, again, I meet with a lot of women and just discuss dating and all these things all the time outside of the podcast, outside of this. And about half of them are very receptive to it. And the other half are probably these women I just didn't realize, the toxic ones.
I do, but that's because for me, this channel is not a hobby. It's a mission I have. Like, I genuinely care about this stuff.
Same here. Like, yes, I make money, but when I receive messages from some of you men, how much I've helped you go get over a breakup, how much I've helped you, improve your life and things like that. That's a little bit better than the money, to tell you the truth. I always feel so uplifted that I'm uplifting other people. And hey, I actually get paid for it. That's awesome.
Want women to look into the mirror and see what feminism has turned them into. I want them to unlearn their superiority complex and start treating men with dignity. I wish that there were enough high-quality women to go around, but there aren't. And sadly, for most men, they're probably going to need to date from this middle group. She doesn't know that her beliefs are abusive. She thinks they're cute, just harmless feminist empowerment. You need to be aware of what you are signing up for if you decide to date a woman like this. You need to be prepared to spend a certain amount of time deprogramming her. You need to have conversations like this, like, why is it romantic when a woman wants a man to die for her, but it's sexist if a man wants a woman to cook for him? Why is it empowering for a woman to say, I only date men over 6 foot tall, but it's shallow for a man to say, I only date women under 60 kilograms? Why is it that a woman can say, I want a man who will tolerate my emotional outbursts, but it's not okay for a man to say, I want a woman who tolerates my anger? I could go on, but if you've subscribed to my channel, you know the hypocrisy. Walk her through it step by step. And don't be surprised if this is the first time she has ever heard these ideas before.
I hear this often, all the time with the women I speak with. I've never thought about this before. I know. You don't have to because you're a woman. Life is so easy. Things just come at you so easily. You never even thought about how you're getting these things and who are giving you these things. It's men.
Culture has failed her. It's poisoned her, and you may have to be the medicine. You don't need to try forever. It will become quite clear whether or not she's a lost cause. But if she's a normal woman who's just swallowed the cultural myths, but she genuinely does have the capacity to be high quality, then pretty soon she'll recognize the logic and she'll begin to wake up. She'll understand, yeah, men are human and women aren't flawless. And equality doesn't mean sameness, it means mutual responsibility. This can be done. You can be successful in this deprogramming effort because remember, you have facts and truth and fairness on your side. Light is not scared of darkness. Darkness is scared of light. Have these conversations and have them early on into the dating process. But I would strongly recommend do not commit to a woman until after you've had these conversations and they've gone well. Date her, take her out to dinner, go for walks in the park, have some conversations by all means, but only once you are confident that she has shed the beliefs that justify the exploitation of men should you actually commit to her. But how do you identify whether or not a woman has...
Damn, that one picture of the my behavior is cute thing is such an embodiment of what modern women are, right? They think everything they little do, the little quirky stuff that, oh, I'm just being a girl. No, you're being a horrible person, disguising as being cute because all the other women co-sign on this stuff. But no, you're not cute. You're just an abusive, you know what. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time.